Hey, auto enthusiasts! Welcome back to Tamatorumas, where you can get the latest updates of what's going on in the auto industry. We are talking about the newest and the latest trend happening in the auto market all over the world, including the rumors and the possible updates of the popular names and models. So if you want to know more about what's trending now, stay tuned. It gets better if you like this post and subscribe, because it would mean that you will never miss out a thing. Okay, so for today's topic, we're going to talk about the 2025 Land Cruiser from Toyota. Wait, wasn't Land Cruiser be discontinued? Yep, after the 2021 model launched, the automaker decided that they aren't going to make the Land Cruiser anymore. However, it seems that they now have a change of heart, because they are now preparing the 2025 model. And yes, with the Land Cruiser plate for the upcoming production. In case you forgot, Toyota wasn't exactly forgetting the Land Cruiser. After they launched the 2021 model, they were still making the nameplate, but they didn't launch it in the US market. So here's the deal. Toyota decided to stop producing the Land Cruiser because it wasn't viewed promising anymore. But somehow they changed their decision. They had decided that they were going to redesign it for the 2022 model and giving it another name. That's why the J300 Land Cruiser was coming to the market. Well, all markets in the world except for the US. So, what does Toyota have in mind with the new 2025 Land Cruiser? First of all, it might return to its roots, meaning that you can expect a tough and solid off-roader instead of the luxury and exclusive SUV. Wait, does it mean that the new Land Cruiser would be different from the last one? You bet it will. Not only the Land Cruiser would be back to the American soil, but it will return as this masculine and strong off-roader that can tackle difficult terrain. Land Cruiser has been placed within similar place and spot with the Sequoia and Tundra, and even Lexus LX, thanks to the shared platform. They are using TNJF platform that can accommodate the bulky proportion and solid off-road abilities. Yes, it's bulky. Yes, it's big. Yes, it's likely coming as a three-row vehicle. And yes, you can expect a lot of sweet things from the new model. However, wait for it. It is possible that there is another plan for the new Land Cruiser's dimension. Some sources said that the new Land Cruiser may be smaller, using the same platform as the Lexus GX 2024 model. If this is true, it means that the new Land Cruiser for the US market would be smaller than the previous model. This proportion is actually more logical, because it helps for tricky and bumpy terrains. Within the previous gen, Lexus GX was dubbed as the sibling for Land Cruiser Prado. Well, at least the fancier type though. Let's talk about the importance of the new Land Cruiser, shall we? You must be thinking, what's the fuss about it? What is Land Cruiser so important? You see, some markets are always hungry for tough SUVs that are built for adventurous trips. That's why models like Jeep Wrangler, Land Rover Defender, or Ford Bronco have dominated such markets. They have everything needed to stay on the top positions. They have the belly hardware and the rugged personalities. But they alone aren't enough. If a new Land Cruiser is going to be made, it would be a nice addition to the lineup. After all, Land Cruiser has it all. The nameplate alone has the nice combo of off-road capability, style, and heritage. Not to mention that it also has all the premium features of comfort and quality. This is basically a dream come true for adventure enthusiasts and off-road lovers. But then again, if it's going to be built on similar platform as the Sequoia or Tundra, it would be too big. Too large for what Toyota has in mind. They prefer having a proportion that is almost like a three-row SUV, but without the third row. So it's highly likely that the new Land Cruiser will still be using a two-row layout, with more space for off-road navigation and easy maneuver during bumpy terrains. Does it make sense to you? It does for us. And we haven't even talked about the possibility of the new look. Although the new Land Cruiser is designed as this modern and trendy tough off-road SUV, it's going to get retro-themed bodywork, or so they say according to the rumor. If what they did to Bronco is the indication, it means that you should be prepared for the retro-style new Land Cruiser. Isn't it great when the SUV won't only look great, but it will also be performing great with all the promising features and abilities? And as if Toyota tried so hard to tease us with a new look, they've recently released some images of the suspected new Land Cruiser's front end. And they did it right in front of the FJ62 iconic Land Cruiser, right with its unique quad rectangular headlights. The new Land Cruiser comes with semi-floating and quadrangular headlights that seem to pay respect to the predecessor. Underneath those headlights, we can see a sort of blocky and big panel with a type of cutout. It's unclear whether it's a recessed fog lamp or an intake. On the fender, there is a wing-shaped stuff with scoop-like shape, seemingly blending to the fender. The grille itself looks like a design from compact cruiser, but it has somewhat square openings and blocky mesh. Even from this particular and also small part, you can see a bold look that shows significant heritage of Toyota. Doesn't it remind you of the design from Hyundai Ioniq 5 that looks retro and futuristic at the same time? Because there are some parts that remind you of the 80s. Hopefully, Toyota is smart enough to blend the style well so it won't look odd. What about power? There's no way that we are getting hyped up about the tough off-road SUV without talking about the power. According to some leaked info, the new Land Cruiser would be running with V6 unit. If you need a clearer idea, take a look at Toyota Tacoma 2024 with its inline-4 lineup. If this is the case, it means that there won't be any V8 unit or hybrid V6 option for the Land Cruiser. It also means the powertrain for the Land Cruiser would be completely different from the one for Tundra and Sequoia. But it actually makes sense considering that Land Cruiser would be slotted between 4Runner and Sequoia. Auto enthusiasts have been talking about the possibility of inline-4 turbocharged unit with its 2.4-liter capacity for the Land Cruiser. This is the unit found in Tacoma, but then again, Toyota must have improved its ability so the outcome won't be exactly the same. Tacoma is able to generate 270 HP as the base power, but if Toyota is serious about the new Land Cruiser, they should start from 278 HP as the base power. If they are able to offer another alternative, let's say with a hybrid inline-4 turbo with 2.4-liter iForce Max, the outcome can reach 326 HP with 465 Nm of torque. Is the hybrid going to make it to the US market? It seems so. Just cross your fingers. Everything is still a mix-up right now. Toyota doesn't want to say much, and it's likely that they will remain hush-hush until their launch date. The predicted sale may take place around summertime in 2024, which means that launch date will take place before it. And when it comes to the price, it won't be as high as the Heritage, back in the 2020 model that cost you $90,000. The new Land Cruiser may be priced from $55,000 to around $65,000, give or take. So, that's about it for the new Land Cruiser. Those are some of the rumors and latest info that we managed to gather. It seems exciting, but hopefully it will still remain exciting after the launch. We'll update you more if there is new info available. Like this channel and subscribe to us so you won't miss out a thing. Don't forget, with Tamatoromers, you won't have to worry about missing out any new update about the auto industry. So see ya.